One last question. When it's all done, how would you like to be remembered? It's a sort of funny question, isn't it? Asking how you want to be remembered after you're gone. No one ever know how they are remembered after they're gone, and nor does anyone ever experience it. And yet, for some reason, we still ask ourselves this sort of question. It's a paradox, really, to want something after I'm dead, but only be able to want anything when I'm alive. I don't think I would want to say that I want to be remembered as significant, influential, smart, famous, wealthy, powerful, successful, or I changed the world in some way. In truth, I don't know what it means to be influential in the world that lacks clear direction. I don't know what it means to be wealthy in a world filled with poverty. I don't know what it means to be powerful in the universe that trumps everyone and everything. I don't know what it means to be smart, successful, or changing the world as a member of species that restricted from understanding what anything might really mean. I guess I want to be remembered as someone who tried their best to care, to help, to love, to be okay, to err on the side of sympathy and compassion as best I could. To be a good friend, good son, father, and husband, and someone who lived honestly with both conviction and willingness to adapt in what they think and believe. I am not entirely sure how good I was at any of these things, but in truth, history is coded with innumerable amount of peoples who lived with these qualities, and mostly none of them are remembered by anyone at all. Perhaps being remembered isn't all that important. Of course, some people are being remembered long after they're gone for the things that do currently seems important or useful. But even then, if someone is remembered for the things that consider useful, isn't the useful thing that truly being remembered and not that person? I mean, how does anyone know Albert Einstein if it is not in the terms of scientific contribution? It's not as the world like Einstein inherently, the world likes his contribution. In the eyes of history, Einstein would be no one if it were not in the terms of scientific contribution. His contribution deserves celebration. Of course, so does he. But does our celebration for him now change anything for him then? I believe it probably comes from the same place that yearns to be live forever and lose nothing. But nothing lives forever and everyone loses everything. To care about being remembered is like planning your own birthday party on the day that you can't go. If I want to celebrate my life, I can only do it now while I'm still here. What you imagine your life is for is what your life is for. Whether one is remembered for 5,000 years or 5 minutes after they're gone makes no difference to the person who lived it for. So what I dedicated to myself, what I experienced behind my eye of my own self must be enough. If it isn't, then nothing is.